Hello everyone, welcome to A Day in the Life of Yavro. I'm watching on my channel. Today's still February 19th, second video log for today. And I was talking about the bonus stuff in my freezer. I am thankful, I am happy, I can live. You know, I'm not really that hard. I mean, I still got pasta and some spuds and I don't know what next. I don't know. But plus on the freezer stuff. Like I said, I'm going to try not to get into as much. I'm going to I don't know. The baby bonus time's coming too, so maybe some more other fridge stuff's coming too. But what I was going to say, the 17th I went for a walk. That was a couple days ago. Went for a little walk to get some sale day stuff and to I had a little bit of money since I wasn't going to reserve anyway. Lent a little bit of money and got some stuff for the little, I'm going to say my niece because this is like a little niece and I help out every now and then. Got some milk, got some regular milk, some chocolate milk, some stuff for a stew they were doing anyway, some stuff for a stew, she wants some stuff, and cool. So for $1 I seen a nice, I guess it's cantaloupe. It's the green melon, like white on, not white on the outside, kind of greenish white on the outside, and gray, like lime green on the inside. I guess it's cantaloupe. So I was having that last night, like half of that. Oh, that's juicy and delicious. I had the half split into like 6 pieces. And I had like a big enough plate for it. I go back to the kitchen to get my green tea made and some of that, and I come back, and my fat cat, not so fat, is chewing on my melon. My cat's eating melon. I know he likes a little bit of peach juice. He likes a little bit of apple juice, pear juice. He's had watermelon juice. Now he's eating some of my melon. So the one he was actually chewing on, I don't think he licked any other ones, but he was chewing on it one. He went back to the kitchen, got a little plate, put that on there so he's away from the little small table, got in front of the coffee table, so that he can chew on it. So he chewed on and chewed on and chewed on, and he had most of it gone. It's like, my cat's eating melon now. Like, you can't leave your food for anything. No matter what you got on that table, and you go away for, I don't know, like a minute, up to a minute, one of those cats are going to get it. Well, Tenji cat, she doesn't bother on my food. Big fluffy cat, she's happy to see me because I'm gaming in the living room and she can see me and stuff. She maybe sniffs, but she doesn't eat anything. But there's a fat cat in this bed. He smells ham in there. He's going to try to take your ham out of it. He smells any kind of chicken. He'll try to take the chicken out of there. Even tuna and salmon, sardines. Just about anything you have in your sandwich, he'll want to eat. But if there is hot peppers in there, or onions, or even grapefruit in plate, he won't touch none of that stuff. But it's like, you're eating my melon, man. That's supposed to be like a snack. Eat my melon. So last night was supposed to be movie night, but ended up being a game night, so that's why I was home. It's like, okay, fine, that's fine. So tonight's going to be a movie night, and bonus on that. Well, if it happens, like, oh, maybe we'll do a game night. I don't get that. I mean, theoretically, you would say you want to game when it's cold outside, and then do movies when it's warmer outside. No, he wants to do movies when it's cold outside. Look, last night was warm. Tonight's warm if it's going to happen. If not, he's going to maybe game. But, yeah, whatever, I guess, on that. I'm going to have me a little bit of more water. It's still cold. It's clear. It's refreshing Brita. Refresher. I was going to say bread on refreshing and then So, the cat's weird like that. And there's also like a can of ginger ale I have. I don't have it open. He loves the coolness of the can. He'll bump it with his head, and he'll lick at it, and bump it with his head, and it'll hit the floor. If that thing was open, and I went wave to do whatever, and come back, that'd pop me all over the floor. Just a weird cat. He does, okay, that's a thing that's been like for past 3 months, 6 months. Sometimes he'll sit in the kitchen so that he'd be ready for the fridge. Because he thinks I'm going to give him something, or my cousin is around to give him something, or another cousin, or whatever. He wants anything you have, even though he won't like it. So a lot of times I'll show him grapefruit, or onion, or lemon, or stuff I know he's not going to like. But a lot of times he wants anything you have, even though he won't like it. And he could be at the front of the building, and I'd be way at the end of the kitchen, and I'd just creep across the floor, like, not creaky floor, but creeped across the floor without being creaky, and get to the kitchen. As soon as I'm opening that fridge, I know where he's at. As soon as I open that fridge, grab something there, he's there in front. He's there in the fridge. He wants to know what I got, what I'm going to be eating, what's in there, even though there's nothing really for him. He'll sit there in the door. And I'm like, what are you doing, cat? I don't have anything for you. Just make it something quick. And it's just the way he is. He's a fat cat that's not so fat. He doesn't want to miss a snack. That's what it is. He doesn't want to miss a snack. Silly, silly cat. So, earlier I was just making, toast and butter and toast. And I'm just sitting at a table and like the old dining room table, and he's like scratching my leg like he wants something I have. It's like, no, cat, you can have nothing I have right now. It's only toast. But if I quickly go and get water like I did water, he'd be there trying to get in the fridge, and then he'll try to scoot with me and follow me to my bedroom, and I know he's coming. I'll close the door. It's like, I'm sorry, cat. It's only water. You don't need to bug me, because I know he might, bump the tripod or knock things off of here, and then he want out the door because sometimes the door is open and it's like some wind opening and closing that door, and then kind of annoying. So he's probably outside the door right now waiting for me to open the door. I don't hear any scratching from the other cat, or sometimes he's scratching, and sometimes if he's scratching, or the fluffy cat, she's pawing at the door, that means I need to fill the water bowl, because that's usually the sign that to fill the water bowl. And sometimes, it's overnight and not enough water for them. And sometimes, in the early morning, there's, they need some water. And that's cool. But it's not like they're, getting dehydrated or anything like that, because it's a big enough bowl for 3 of them. And there's a giant sized bowl of dry food for 3 of them. And that lasts like 2 weeks, dry food on the bowl. Bag itself, the bag itself will last about a month and a half. And I got the air spray bag, that will last about a month and a half too. Yeah. So, I said with my silly cat, and let's take a little bit of water, so I got a little bit of time still. I got a couple more videos to do anyway. So my cat's still like that. He doesn't want to miss a snack. He doesn't want to miss anything that will hit the floor. And he's not really like a garbage cat. How was that? He's not really a garbage cat. He's just, he loves his chicken, He loves the salmon juice and the tuna juice, the ham juice. And sometimes, most of his wet food that I give him at night, I only give him like a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons at the most. Wet food every night. And he's loving his gravy. It's got to have gravy. It can't be in a sauce and not really licking the sauce so much. Or, he'll lick the sauce, but that'll be about it. When it's in a gravy, then the stuff's more tender, and he'll eat the stuff and the gravy itself. But if it's like a sauce, then the other stuff he'll eat some of that, but mostly just the sauce, because he's loving his sauce and gravies, but mostly gravies. So sometimes there's a little bit of gravy or something like I don't know. I do sometimes I give him a little bit of gravy because it didn't work out too good. I give him a little bit, so totally dump it out. And me, I'm trying to work with it, and if there's a gravy that I mess up on a dinner, I'll still save it, put it away. I could throw it while I'm boiling pasta, or throw it when I'm doing the noodles, and heat it up, and throw in the noodles, and it tastes just good. But it's not really that I ever even mess up any kind of gravy. It's just thick. I like the gravy that'll stay in the spoon. Good gravy is not really too thick. Not like you can go like this and shake the spoon, but you go like that, and it's kind of like syrup. Kind of like it's thick enough like that, kind of like syrup. But there's different gravies for different people. I mean, I've been to a couple of different restaurants, and the gravy looks so bad that it's like splashing your tea on top of potatoes. So you throw on potatoes and just fall out of potatoes. It's just water. I might as well just drink the stuff instead of trying to throw in my potatoes. And then there's another one that's kind of like a salty kind of spicy kind of gravy from another place. And I realized later it wasn't really gravy. It was kind of like a dipping for your bread or your chicken. Chicken. And there's another place the gravy's like terrible too. It's some white mess of stuff. I'll say coffee cream it looked like, and it's just the same consistency. And it's not a lot of time that I've ever ruined gravy. It's been like 2 or 3 times in 10 years. So I make sure my gravy's good, and it sticks to potatoes, and it's good. It's delicious and not too spicy. And there's a time you mess it up with the icing sugar when I thought it was flour. But I'm at the end of the video now, so if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. And share this video channel. Might benefit you, might benefit me. Please do tell your friends and family about me. Thank you for viewing this video. Tell me you guys watched it. Hope you all have nice days, morning, night. And remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.